Howdy everyone, back in the forest. It's a miracle. I forgot what that big yellow thing in the sky is called. It has been so wet the last few days, well the last few weeks I guess. I have been digging. It's just been really hard for me to get the camera in here because my GH5 isn't waterproof by any means, so don't really want to risk it. So yeah, I've just been kind of digging on my own. Got a lot to show you today, and we're going to go down and have a look at the massive jumps that are right at the end. We used to go into this trail, which is Pinball, the one we've been working on for the last few weeks, right there. I'm going to change it, and I'm going to show you this new run-in. I had a good idea the other day. So we're going to roll in from here, which is the other trail that we'll be working on later, but we're going to go this way. And you'll see why in a moment. I'm going to strap the camera on and show you roughly where the new entrance is going to be, and then yeah, we'll drop in for a run. So we're going to go this way instead. We're going to come up through here, I believe. Hopefully you can see. We're going to build a berm in here. Oh god. And then we're going to go over this rise. So it crosses back over the climbing track. Hopefully you can see. Oh, sticking the spokes. And then it straightens up this next corner. You'll see what I mean to see. Just make sure my bike's not full of sticks. Yeah, so it will make this corner a lot more open. So you can flow into here. Oh, that was a bit deep. All right, let's get over this kind of bit into the chute. Feeling a bit more comfortable on this track now. And this is the new bit. Oh, a couple rollers, spin around, down to here. Okay, that is feeling really good. So I'll go show you the stuff up there in more detail with the other camera in a sec, but I've got to go grab it, it's all the way at the top. This section was part of the old trail, and it used to turn right here. Ow, oh, rolled my ankle. So turn right here and go down that way. We're instead going to go this way, which means there's something, I probably can build a feature in here. And then it turns and drops down into that valley, and that's where the big jumps are. So I'm going to go grab the camera and we'll go have a look at those mega jumps. Oh, punch the tree. Okay, comes along into the switchback, which I've widened and built up quite a lot, and then into this cool bench, which I talked about doing last time. And during the rain this week I got into it and finished it. It's got a roller here, another roller, and then you can kind of like hop up into this corner. Corner's pretty loose, and that sends you down into that section there, but I'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, this is pretty soft still. It didn't ride amazing on that first lap, but I'm not gonna make too many judgments yet, because it's quite possibly just because the dirt's really wet, and once it's dry and I get used to this corner, I'll probably be able to rip down it a lot faster. Now, this step down was absolutely brutal when we first tested it. I'm going to include a couple clips in here. So we used to have even more speed. This berm's even slower, so I decided to make it two kind of rolly things at the moment, because I think my ankles would absolutely explode on impact if I tried to huck this at the moment. So I think the idea will be probably to build a little retaining wall there in the future and make this kind of like a drop that you can scrub off and then hit that corner, because if you have too much speed it's so hard to hit that corner there. So for now you can pump down it and still enjoy the trail, but it will get gnarlier later on, I promise. We'll We'll make something scary there. So yeah, that's the main progress from this week of digging. Let's head down to those big jumps. There's a little clearing here with this one lone kind of dead tree in the middle. We have actually got permission to take this down, but I need someone more experienced to do that, so I have to arrange doing that at some point. But for the biggest jump, you'll come riding in through here using a lot of the hill as speed, and then down this chute into that. It's enormous. We'll go down there in a second, but the other trail, the one we just rode, is going to come in here, and it's going to go, it's a little bit hard to visualize, but the two trails are going to join and come down here, over this stump, down that way, into a slightly smaller but still sick jump right in there, which I'll show you my plans for in a second. That one's going to be so fun. It'll be a good whip jump because it's the right way for me. This is the epitome of not being able to do something justice. I'm going to show you a different angle of me standing in front of this that will make it look more impressive, but I'm 6'3" and this thing towers above me. Obviously there's still quite a bit of dirt to remove, but all the dirt getting cut out of here is going to go here, and this one's going to kind of, try to explain it, like be a takeoff that you kind of pull up to the right, so you'll go up through that gap there. It looks quite tight, but I think if the lip is like kind of up in there, you'll be able to come up and carve off to the right, and then there's no trees in the way. So I think you'll be able to do cool whips and stuff. This one, it's kind of hard to tell. There is quite a big gap of trees, so I don't think it's going to be super tight, but I don't know, it depends on how high you go. I'm expecting I'll have to tweak the angle of this a bit. Alright, I'm going to do another lap. This trail is actually so fun. I don't know if it's just the way how soft the dirt is, but it feels really good. I'm really stoked. It's cool to be able to just come out for a cruisy Saturday ride in the backyard. It'd be good. Oh, almost lost it there. Foot popped off the pedal. It's gnarly. I need to adjust the run into that and I'll be able to get through here. Oh, I was planning on talking on the way down, but it's quite. Oh, I almost died. I was planning on this being my last lap, and I didn't want to say it out loud because I know the curse, and it didn't matter. Oh, my poor front rim. So the nice weather lasted like 2 hours, and now it's back to horrendously stormy, horrendously grey, just dreary old New Zealand winter weather. I really wish I was in Austria as well. That'd be nice. So we've got some extremely exciting news. Finally, after months of working on it, we have a website, theblueskyboys.com. It is launching with this video, so if you're watching this, it's already out. The link will be in the very top of the description. Go have a look. I've put a lot of time into it, making it look really nice and populating it with photos and things like that. So there's quite a lot to look at on there. In the blog area, there's a couple bios about me, James and Duncan, so you can learn a little bit more about us, how we got to where we are now, doing this YouTube stuff, our careers outside of YouTube, that sort of thing. Yeah, so have a read through that. There'll be probably other articles getting added to that as we go, just if we have something we want to talk about or some observation about mountain biking in general. That will be where you find it. We also have a store on there, which will be where you can purchase things and support the channel, which we'll be always forever grateful for. There's only one product on there so far. There's a few more coming. I've got a few sample things about to arrive and they'll be added on and you'll hear about them via Instagram or the videos when it happens. But the one product that's on there right now is a color grading pack / tutorial thing. There's quite a lot in it, so go read the description written on the website if you want to know more. But It is targeted specifically at GoPro footage, but does work on other cameras as well. In fact, this whole video was color graded with it. We've had quite a few questions over the years about how we color grade our GoPro footage, and so I attended New Zealand Film School a couple years ago and studied as a cinematographer / colorist, and I've kind of been applying those techniques we use when working on really high-end cinema camera footage and trying to apply it onto GoPro footage and, you know, see if that translates, and it does. I mean, GoPro footage is quite hard to work with. They're pretty small files, they're pretty compressed. It's really not the ideal situation, so it takes quite a lot of time and experimenting to get a really good result, and we're going to try fast forward that for you so you can just use the exact color grade that we use in every video. But not only will you be able to do it quickly, you'll also learn each step of it as well, so you can start to develop your own styles based off of what I've done in the last few years of research and playing around with it. So this is the exact color grading preset that I sent with James to Austria to do all his color grading on his footage. This video that I'm doing right now was actually really hard to color grade because it was such a bright sunny day the other day, and you know, it's quite tricky to work with, so I'm overlaying a couple nice clips from more scenic places while I talk now, so you can get an idea of what this pack can do. There's a 40-minute tutorial included with the pack at the moment, which I'm actually about to record for the third time because I want to make sure it's absolutely perfect. And I'll continue to add tutorials to the pack as we go, so you'll be able to request if there's something that you don't quite get or something you want me to go deeper into, then I'll add tutorials every now and again, and you'll be able to comment on those and get responses, and I'll help you out make sure everything's working good. So yeah, if you are interested and you make your own content, head over to the website and yeah, read the description, see what else is included. There's a little bit about Instagram Reels / TikTok and all that stuff, which is a really great way to grow on social media at the moment. So I've got a couple tricks that are specific to that are included as well. If you do purchase it, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it, and you can be confident knowing that the money you spend will just go back into us creating more content for you to sit on your couch and watch when you don't feel like throwing yourself down a dangerous trail. So yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to record this tutorial again, and I'll probably see you back out in the forest in a second, in the rain, to do a bit more work this week. Cheers.